So I have been swindled. No, I'm joking. I feel like I've been influenced or encouraged to watch an ICT video. I'm a very curious person, so you know, it doesn't take a lot for me to be convinced. Someone that I speak to here and there on Instagram kind of basically just sold me on watching an ICT video. And guys, I don't know the last time I've watched an ICT video. Like, it feels like forever. It feels like over a year. But here I am watching how to read price with or without a bias. And it's a 4-hour-long video. I can't lie, I have skipped to 1 hour 15. We'll give it a go. Definitely this video is a bit more entertainment and I'll share my thoughts on it. So I'm likely just gonna kind of have it running. I don't know, this is not how I would actually study something, but I've got a bunch of stuff to do.
But on your chart, you should definitely put in this lipstick on it. This inefficiency, we entered into that right in here.
He still says that. He still says lipstick. Get distracted.
October 2023. We have traded to it and through it.
To it and through it. That's a good line.
This high, right above that,
I might steal that.
it's gonna have what? Buy-side liquidity. To the left, though, we have this inefficiency right here. See that? 50% of the wick. Wicks are gaps. Okay, that's how you should look at it. The algorithm, I know you don't believe there's an algorithm. The algorithm sees these wicks and treats it as a gap. If you did not write that down, you missed a golden opportunity of seeing something that repeats every single day.
What if I didn't write what down?
You missed a the most sensitive price points when you're bullish. If you did not write that down, you missed a golden opportunity of seeing something that repeats every single day. I look at half of that wick.
He looks at half of the wick. I like how he says half.
The most sensitive price points when you're bullish. If you did not write that down.
Yeah, the upper quadrant of that wick is super sensitive when bullish, which kind of makes sense because that's like kind of similar to the trade that I took that you guys might have seen from last week's trade where I took the EQ trade. I mean, like an EQ point, a sensitivity point. Whenever he says something like profound or I'm like, whoa, okay, cool, interesting stuff, I immediately go to my charts and I try and look for what he's basically talking about, just to like know, like, can I spot what he's seeing? Can I see the pattern? Do I understand what he's talking about? And obviously it takes time, especially if you're completely brand new to trading, if you're completely new to ICT, it takes time. But like when you are learning or when you are like learning anything, right, you just kind of want to implement it straight away. So I'll show you guys. Big old wick here. And it pretty much, let me get out my fib tool. This is pretty obvious one here. So yeah, I just kind of go into the charts and look for whatever he's talking about. So then it makes sense to me because when it's so abstract, well, for me at least, I've got to be able to see it and know if I can do it myself. So yeah, I kind of knew this information, like I see it as a confluence, but like hearing him talk about it, definitely, he makes it sound very like from a textbook sort of thing. Happy May 1st, everyone. Crazy how time is just flying by. Like, what? I swear it was just New Year. I don't know, it's just crazy. But it's bank holiday, it's a national holiday here in the Philippines, and then obviously it's NFP week, so do not be too hard on yourself if the market's a little bit funky. To be fair, EU is ranging. It's not my vibe, it's not the kind of market structure I like to get involved with, and yeah, it's kind of late right now, which is why I got blue light, what do you call these? Blue light blockers? What?
Huh?
I got these on. I'm also got the chess stream in the background, and I'm doing a little bit of testing stuff and also just working on my monthly reflections, next month intentions. Well, it's next month now. Wow, bagong ligo. When in-edit ko itong video nito, nakita ko na parang meron ako mga rashes Baka galing sa heat kasi sobrang init na dito sa Pinas. And guys, you know what I recently was watching on the ICT video that you saw in this video? It's kind of like playing out. It's quite funny. So you guys can see how we've got this bullish push up. Tapos meron ng wick, malaking wick, parang it sliced through the sell side liquidity, and then bumaba siya ulit, tapping into this area. What's interesting is meron tayo dito ng H4, 4-hour na retrace candle kasi parang yung wick niya pumunta sa midpoint ng itong wick, tapos bumalik ulit sa taas. Punta tayo sa 15-minute. Meron ako ditong entry, guys. So yung thinking ko is we have New York midnight open, bumaba siya into this area, into this high time frame midpoint, tapos tumaas siya, break of market structure dito, tapos that was like during London. One of my favorite setups or things is when we can include like the time and price aspect of it, and going into the 5 into 7, like this is kind of the retrace, and then we get the New York continuation. So that's one of my favorite things, is into New York, then we get the liquidity, or we might get like some more volume, etc., and aiming for a continuation. So that's just how I'm using this and playing this. And previous day was super corrective, so that's kind of like a little tick for price, to give reasons for price to come up. I mean, if we're looking at this on the 1 hour, super funky price, right? It's kind of like we are bearish, but I think where my context is coming from is this, we're gonna get some sort of short-term push up, so which is why I've got the 2% here, and we do have news as well. Oh, am I tagged in? Yeah, we do have news. I've got a fib here, and I kind of just chose the midpoint of this. I think I might get tagged in. Alright, we are triggered into this trade. I was literally watching it to see if I was going to get triggered in or not. We're getting some bullish momentum kick in, but right now, oh my god, this is so fun. I don't know why I find this funny. I'm literally on my co-working channel in Discord. I'm on camera, which is kind of funny if someone comes on right now.
If that wicks like that, your eye should be right there on the midpoint of it, which is consequent encroachment, or the upper quadrant of that wick, which would be essentially right around here, like that. So if we open up a session in analysis and the market was trading down here, then I would be expecting reversal patterns to form. And then once I get some kind of confirmation there, then I can trust going into a hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute chart and buy.
I just want to give you guys another example of how ICT is actually, he's very good at explaining things in a very textbook way. Like, for example, he has this definition for the word narrative.
It helps you frame a narrative. Narrative, essentially, by definition, is understanding how the market will price an asset where it can do the maximum carnage for the express purposes of unseating potentially profitable speculators and then assuming their position and then quickly running in a direction that allows them to profit but affords nobody really a state of mind until they can go right back in and feel like they're doing a thing by re-entering it. That's what narrative is for me. I'm looking for maximum carnage and harm for the less informed trade.
So yeah, very interesting way to kind of explain very abstract concepts. If you asked me what narrative was, I would not be able to explain it in a sentence just like that. I would be able to kind of show you. If anything, I would actually just say that the narrative is the story or context behind the market or the trade. I personally understand narrative as more so like actually being in the charts. This is why I keep saying that if you're learning something from ICT or from whatever YouTube video or course, community or mentor, it's go and implement it yourself. You have to ensure you understand it, makes sense to you. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. Honestly, you're wasting your time if all you do is consume content and you're just consuming content and you don't even go try and find that. Anyways, we'll keep watching. I'm at 1 hour and 25 minutes. So, oh my gosh, I have a long way to go. I feel like I'm just doing this for the content at this point. Please give it a thumbs up. I'm trying to give you guys some hints and tips and share my thoughts and understanding based on this video for you guys and for my own entertainment as well, of course. And I'm open to learning. Please don't at me. I know I'm going to be learning something. It's repetitive as well, so it's there, it's soaking into the subconscious mind. Alright guys, if you are watching this specific video, the how to read price action April 29, he said something really valuable from around 1 hour 32 onwards. And I do want to explain it in terms of how I would kind of just see it. So this is just going to be ICT hannahforex-ified, because yeah, I'm just basically rewording what he's saying based on my own understanding, which again could be completely wrong, but it makes sense to me, and it might make sense to even one or two of you. I think the reason why this is very valuable and the reason why I'm deciding to pick up the camera and share this is because this helps us understand where the market may be going and why it wouldn't take out a previous swing high or low depending on the direction. So he basically starts getting out his fib to say that this is the range. We're on the monthly time frame here, so this is the monthly range for the premium discount. And obviously, as you guys know, we want to take longs in discount into premium, shorts from premium into discount. Now the key thing here is that he's saying like, do you think that price is going to trade lower to take out this low? And some people might say yes, when that is actually incorrect, I think. And the reason why that is because first of all, we kind of have taken all the reasons out of why price may trade lower, because we've already rebalanced this fair value gap, and as well as that, we've also taken out the sell side liquidity from the previous months with this one candle. So that's kind of like saying, okay, price may be ready to trade higher. And then you can see price reacts into the equilibrium, price comes down again, and this is kind of what he's trying to say, that if price is bullish, it's been trending bullish, and then we've already kind of had this big old, rebalance, and then also taking out the sell side liquidity, and then price kind of traded higher, we can start to look into this area to see if price gets sensitive to then continue the push up. Now, what else have we got at the equilibrium? We've also got this buy side liquidity from this candle that has not been taken out. So all of these things, this narrative, this story, this context is kind of edging us to then go to the upside. And then he's also saying like, is our expectation to take out this high? For me, I'm not at that part of the video yet, but for me, the first thing that I just think of is obviously I would want to be taking the longs, and then I'll look to see price filling this fair value gap. And then of course, on the lower time frames, there's going to be other premium discount arrays such as order blocks, again, fair value gaps. Guys, I was doing work here in the monitor behind my laptop screen, and all of a sudden, Michael goes like this, and it scared me.
Trading hour is a macro. Hot damn! Did he just say that? Yes, I did. You awake? Well, boring you? You're awake now, aren't you? Holy shit! ICT's screaming again. Audience management. Down close candles in a up move. They should only be there for new opportunities to buy. Period. If you start seeing a whole lot of them, that means they're opening the auction up to, hey, look, come on, we want more buyers. And that's the red flag. The more down close candles you see in the time frame that you're trading when you're bullish, the more likely you're at either consolidation, and that's good news if you have a higher time frame objective or target where you think the market's going to draw to. If you start seeing a number of down close candles starting to form around in the general proximity where you're at in price action, you're usually at a consolidation call. That means you're at basically a midpoint of the next price leg will repeat what you just experienced. So it's like a measured move type thing.
So in my terms, and how I understand it in hannahforex language, it's basically if you're starting to see corrective price movement, slower moving candles where you're going to start seeing small bullish, small bearish, small bullish, small bearish, and basically what that kind of looks like is, let's say, something like this. You're starting to see more down close candles as we're pushing up. Same way that when you get a push out of a little high, you kind of retrace, push out a high, retrace. So that's kind of what I call corrective. Remember when I say at certain areas I want to see price slow down or correct. So at certain areas this is great because that can kind of signify that price may reverse. Price may, I don't know if you guys want to call this accumulation, manipulation, then will distribute at some point, because that's just how market phases work. In price action terms, price is unsustainable to keep correcting, to keep being range bound. At some point there will be expansion, there will be distribution, there will be a push up, there will be an impulse, whatever you want to call it. So I think this is quite interesting.
Think of it
quite
like a
key.
classic bull flag, okay, where that pause, that little consolidation,
He literally talks about it right now.
It's just the mid
in terms of price action and patterns.
point of
I was editing up this video and I realized that I didn't get to end it, and I'm currently here in the city. I'm about to have lunch. I want to show you guys, like, are you proud of me eating vegetables? Those who know me personally know that I'm not the best with vegetables or salad and stuff like that, but I think being here in the Philippines has got me craving like fresh salad. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the video. I know it might have been a little bit sporadic. It's not the usual like kind of video storytelling about my day and stuff, but will I keep watching ICT videos? It's highly unlikely, but you know, I can change my mind very quickly, very easily, so maybe. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel as always. And please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're so close to 200K. I'm gonna go eat because this smells really good. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. God bless.